Yes, we are live once again. Peace be upon to everybody. We appreciate everybody coming to tune in here with the Reentry Connect podcast. I'm your host, Keenan Hudson. Sell to Society. Yes, with Miss Ebony Stover. Yes, we got a powerful one here once again. Y'all know we never fail. We always come with some live new information, resources. We come from different perspectives, different backgrounds, people that's going to just give you some things that can actually edify somebody around you, if not it's yourself. So again, we're going to jump right into this thing because we don't waste time. We love to get this good information that goes around the whole world. Miss Ebony, we appreciate you coming
Thank
here on the
you.
Reentry Connect podcast.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Peace
Thank you
be
for
upon
having
you.
me.
How are you today?
Woo! Hold on. Let me sip my water because you know it's wrong.
It's all right. Yeah, go ahead and sip your water. I know it's absolutely. Go ahead. Hey, you're fasting. We appreciate that. You're diligent with that, and
Yeah.
it's all good. Drink water. I drink my water too.
Okay, I see you, but I'm doing good. I am doing well.
Cool.
I feel good. I'm great. I have no complaints. None at all.
That's great. That's great. Now, of course, people are definitely wondering, okay, we want to hear her story. We see the background says Inside Out, Sell to Society.
Mm-hmm.
We know that, you're definitely based out of Harrisburg. You got a lot of movement going on. You're ringing bells a lot of places. So if you can share just a little bit about you, your background, and what got you into this space, not necessarily re-entry, but just the space of helping individuals in general.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I am Ebony Ross Stover. I am one of the co-founders of Dream Builders Foundation here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So I am a co-founder, and my husband is also a co-founder. And my husband is incarcerated. So with his incarceration, it led us to start Dream Builders Foundation. We were on the phone one day. He was just reflecting on life and how, once he gets released, he wants to give back to society. So I was like, okay, what we doing? What you trying to do? So he told me what he was trying to do. And with me being on the outside, I was like, all right, let's go for it. So ever since then, we're new. We started in August of 2024. We have our 501c3. And we've just been going. I really did not think the momentum was going to be as fast as it has been, but we are moving in the right direction. So here we are.
Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. Now here it is. You're out here in the world, and you're actually dealing with a relationship or a marriage from behind a wall, and oftentimes that is common, in society today. So how are you able to balance the two, knowing that, hey, you want to help people, but then also you got to still support the marriage with inside the wall? How does that, equate? How does that balance equal itself out?
It's not hard, surprisingly. My husband doesn't make it hard. So he doesn't like call every hour on the hour. He has a job within the prison. So when I'm at my 9 to 5, he's at his 9 to 5 working.
Wow.
And it works. And when I call him and I'm stressed out about, I'll say, the nonprofit, and he's encouraging. He puts the battery in my back because I'm naturally an introvert. So even walking into different spaces and getting our organization out there, that's something that I would never do on my own. But he put the battery in my back, and whenever we talk, he's like, keep doing what you're doing. I'm so proud of you. He gives me ideas that I don't think about because I've never been incarcerated. I don't think about some of the stuff that people need when they're released from prison, jail, or whatever it is. So it's, it has its moments, of course, because when you are married, you want your spouse with you. And I do have those moments where I'm like, oh, I miss him. I'm just ready for him to come home. But you kind of train your mind after a while to be like, you know what? You both agreed to get married. This is what you have to deal with for the time being. This is what you have to do. I got to hold my own on the outside while he holds his own on the inside. So it's not really that difficult. I just think we were put into each other's lives for a reason. So
Gotcha. That's great. That's great, and that's excellent. So, around what realm when you're dealing with inside? Oh, I know that you said it's part of the podcast, but then you
Mhm.
have the organization that does a lot of, like you said, outreach work and supporting individuals in general. Could you elaborate on what that's about, where you're based, and like how far is your reach?
So, our headquarters is in Harrisburg because
Hmm.
this is, where I reside. But I'm a Virginia girl through and through.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
um, we are we'll be expanding really soon before the end of this year to the Baltimore area and then back in Virginia where I'm from. So right now we are, because I'm here, setting the ground running here. We have some of our board members that are in the Baltimore area that will take lead in their areas. And then
Hmm.
I'll try to rally my people in Virginia to kind of take lead there too. So I'm setting the foundation, trying to figure everything out. So that way,
Hmm.
when we do expand, I can say, hey, we tried this in Pennsylvania. I'm not saying that it won't work, but these are the obstacles that we had to go through before it worked. So that's where we are. We don't just want to be
Hmm.
in Pennsylvania. We want to expand because crime doesn't stop in Pennsylvania. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Absolutely.
It's everywhere. So.
Absolutely. So now, when this organization started, did
Mhm.
it start from once your husband was arrested, for him to serve time in prison, or were you doing this work prior to?
Mm-mm. So we were on the phone and it started behind the walls, so to speak. So that's when it got started behind the
Yeah.
walls with him and us kind of collaborating, talking things out, trying to figure
Yeah.
out what path we wanted to go to. And
Wow. Wow. And
Mhm.
and and now, how big is your organization? Are you like a big organization? Are you still growing? Like I know you say you're growing. And
Mhm.
and real quick shout out, Ms. Dina, if I'm pronouncing your name correct. She says, Ebony,
Mhm.
I'm proud of you.
Oh,
Thank you
thank
for your passion. Is that how you pronounce your name? I'm sorry if I mispronounced it.
you.
Miss Laura. Okay, Miss Laura. Okay. So yeah, so how is that? Now I know you say you're expanding. Are you looking for people? How's that going?
I'm always looking for people. So, like I
Hmm.
said, we just started in August, so we are a smaller organization. I'm not going to sit on here and act like yeah, we're so big and we're doing this and we're doing that. No, that's not the case. We have
Hmm.
programs in place so that way when clients and everything starts to roll in, that we can get the ball rolling. Right now, we are contracted with the that's my one of my board of directors, Dr. Chief. Um,
Oh, is this Nashayla?
Yes, that's Dr.
Okay,
Chief.
Nashayla Nelson. Yeah, we appreciate you
Mhm.
tuning in as
Uh,
well. He said,
um,
"Hey, Ebony has
hey,
always been an advocate for others. That's a blessing."
I have
Yes.
been. Um,
Okay.
so we're growing, we're expanding, we're always looking for volunteers or people who have a passion, for what it is that we're trying to do. So we have mentorship programs, we have housing, we have food security, workforce development, resume building. So, oh, life
Mm.
coaching also. I'm a certified life coach, so I also offer life coaching as well to the people that we'll serve.
Nice, nice. So, and that's great. That's great. So now, as far as you, now there's a saying, well, not a saying, but I believe that you are partners with the Department of Corrections, correct?
We are,
Okay. Now, how does that correlate? Like with you again, know you having a husband inside prison and you still doing the work. Now you're able to do both. You're able to do
so
both for the
I
work at the
I
same time.
am. So my husband is not in Pennsylvania, where he's not incarcerated in Pennsylvania. So it's no
Okay.
like conflict of interest or
Cool.
anything.
Cool. Hmm.
With the Pennsylvania Department of Corrections, we have 4 lots. So mentorship, workforce development, family reunification, and housing. So
Hmm.
we will work closely with parole agents, and they will refer parolees to us to provide those sources. We're also approved to volunteer in the Virginia Department of Corrections. However, I can't volunteer where my husband is, but no, no
Gotcha.
biggie. Yeah, it is what it
Gotcha,
is.
gotcha.
Mhm.
It's pretty interesting that you mentioned Virginia because actually some years ago, when I was in prison, this was like
Mhm.
back in like 2010, 2011. They did an interstate compact agreement with an outside prison, which was in Virginia. Some people went to Michigan and some people went to Virginia. So I wound up going down to Green Rock Correctional down in Chatham, Virginia. That's close to like Lynchburg. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
Martinville, Danville. So it's crazy because going down there was like, it was like two different types of between PA and VA. It was more southern down there than it was in PA. You know what I mean? I mean, but corrections are corrections, but you know, but of course, some people like to do their bids in certain types of ways. And of course, down there was more lenient because it was, again, a southern hospitable environment. But up here in the world, you know, in PA, it's like it's totally different.
Yeah,
so we got a question. Ms. Dina right here has a question. Have you ever connected with legal to help those through the legal system as well?
So let me tell you something, Miss Dina. I have been reaching out to attorneys here in Harrisburg, and the purpose for that is for us to offer programming for any clients that they are dealing with. So that way, when they go back before the judge, they can say, hey, judge, my client has participated in 2 months of workforce development, or, you know, a month of a mentorship program with this organization. And I haven't gotten any responses back yet. So is that something that's on my radar? It definitely is. And then I also want to connect with like the free legal team, I can't even think of the term right now, but the legal offices, that legal aid, I think it is, that will assist too with re-entrance as well too. So it's on my radar. It's definitely on my radar.
Gotcha. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, it's definitely a big arena to attack. Like, you know, and if you don't have a lot of people, you see sometimes like, look, I can't do every single thing. But it is a broad arena. So like, yeah, we appreciate even the little that you are, you know, I mean, you're doing a lot, but the things that you are doing, we really appreciate that, you know, here in society, you know, like, you know, because some people don't acknowledge that, you know, especially when you're just coming up, you know, as far as with an organization, a lot of people, you know, they get upset sometimes because some organizations that's been around a while may not get funding or grants and this, that, and the third. And it's like, dang, like, you know, what about us? You know, what about the small fries? You know what I'm saying? But they forget about that. But so tell us, so if people did want, shout out to Mr. Dr. Dwayne Hendricks. We appreciate you, salute you as well. Over on LinkedIn, he's saying what's going on. If people wanted to donate, no, how do y'all go about with your funding and things like that? If people wanted to donate to your organization, to your cause, is it a hard thing to do? How do they do that?
So there is a section on our website where you can go and donate. So right now we don't have any grants. We don't have any funding. Everything that we're doing is free. And people look at me like I'm crazy when I say that. And I'm like, you know, I'm not here to be a millionaire. Do I understand that at some point we will need money for resources? I absolutely do. But at the same time, we're a smaller organization, and our mission and value isn't we have this money, so come to us and we can do this. It's the passion, you know, behind what we're doing. So again, not saying that we don't need assistance, because we do, and it would be nice. But at the same time, that's not what we lead with either. You're still on mute. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Oh my God. My apologies. My apologies.
It's
Give me one second.
okay.
One second. My apologies. I don't know what happened. Something happened. But I gotta record. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can, but it's an echo.
Yeah, I see it. I'm trying to mute this. Give me one second. All right, can you hear me now?
Yep, that's perfect.
I'm so sorry. Hey, listen, you might not see. I'm doing some technical difficulties,
It's
y'all.
okay.
I'm
Look,
so sorry.
we
Hey,
broke
listen,
the
we're gonna
internet.
be. I'm working.
I'm sorry, y'all. I broke the internet. But y'all visit my website in this box, www.dbftn.org. You can also email me at outreach@dbftn.org. Dream Builders Foundation on Facebook, follow us, and on Instagram, dream_buildersfdn2. I hope you'll be back soon.
Hello? You couldn't hear me the whole time?
No, this is
Oh
the
my
first.
God. I'm so sorry. I
I was
feel
just
so bad,
plugging.
y'all
It's
know
okay.
by far, this has never been an interview like this. For some reason, saying that my microphone wasn't connected. I think I disconnected by accident.
Oh,
But nonetheless, yeah. So if you can share, thank you for continuing. If you can share more about, like, are you open to like conferences, motivational speaking? People inviting you to different places to speak. How does that look? Like, how does that entail?
um, so funny you mentioned that. I was I received info. Hey y'all again.
Mhm. I'm
Received
still here. I'm still
information.
here.
Okay, received
Yeah.
information about being a vendor at an upcoming event, and although on paper you would think that what we do does not align with this event, um, it does, and I'm going to say that for the people who are watching, because I feel like when people think about reentry, they only think about men. They don't consider women being reentrants, and they also don't consider victims of crimes being reentrants as well. Um, and I think it's important to understand that reentry has no name, no shape, no color, no race, no anything, no religion, no anything. Reentry could be any of us. Reentry could be a family member. Um, reentry looks different. So just open your mind to what reentry looks like. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. So tell us. So now, the time that your husband has in prison, like, what type of things is he doing now to like better himself? Like, what is he telling you in general? That's going to help him when he does return to society.
So I'm gonna brag on my baby for a second.
Hmm.
My husband had the opportunity to receive his plumbing certification while he was incarcerated.
Oh wow.
So whenever something needs to be fixed, they
Mm-hmm.
call him to fix it within the facility. Um,
Hmm.
he leads a lot of Muslim men groups. He teaches classes within there, and he's very accountable for what he's done, and also like what his future, what he wants his future to look like too. So 20-year-old boy that he went in there as is definitely not the 38-year-old man that he is now. Um, and I tell this to women who deal with people, jail, prison, or whatever. If they don't have nothing but time, if they're not taking advantage of any of the opportunities that are there for them, you need to run. Because
Yeah.
what do you think is going to happen, when they're released? Like, be realistic, with yourself. More than likely you have spent this time with this person, and I won't say it was for nothing, but it was for nothing.
Wow, wow, that's deep. That's deep. That's very powerful. You hear a lot of people ask those type of questions a lot.
Hmm.
And again, I apologize once again, for allowing the screen to be off the way it is.
That's
I'm trying
okay.
my best to work while we doing it. So, tell me if you can give some like encouraging words to individuals out there that's looking to start a nonprofit, that's looking to help others,
Mhm.
and things like that. What type of thing? What would you say? What's some advice that you would give?
Believe in yourself, even when people tell you no. Keep going. um
Mhm.
Make sure that you have all of your legal paperwork in place. Don't say you are a 501c3 when you're not a 501c3. Make sure that any services that you want to offer, that you have, if not yourself, other people in place that can offer these services as well. And the biggest thing is, well, I'll say the biggest two things. If you need help, ask for help, and don't be afraid to network. When I moved to Harrisburg, before we kind of got up and running, I sent an email out to a lot of people just introducing who we were, what our mission was, what our vision was, and what we're trying to do, and hoping to collaborate. Unfortunately, the responses were very few, but that didn't um, stop me from doing what it is that we're trying to do here in this area. So you're going to get people that look at you sideways, especially with you not being from the area, and you kind of stepping into a field that they're already working in as well. But don't let that stop you. If you have a passion for it, keep going.
Gotcha, gotcha.
That's
That's cool.
crazy.
That's
He
cool.
back. I see you.
Am I back? Can you hear me now? I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. And I had to restart and you can hear me?
I can see you
All
too.
right, all right, all right. Let me turn my volume. I'm so sorry. That's like
Y'all, we was doing good. Now he froze.
can you hear me? Yeah, I
I can
unplugged
I can
something
hear
by
you.
accident. And
Okay,
it was
okay.
like, oh my God. So now we're back. Oh my God, we're back, y'all. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties. But back to it. Shout out to Bayak. Bayak said, talk to them, please. We appreciate you coming through there, Bayak, supporting as you always
That's my
do.
guy.
Yeah, you got Bayak out in the HBG as well. And in Harrisburg. I'm gonna be shooting out there probably next week. I might shoot out there this week. I'm not sure. It depends on how this weekend look.
Mhm.
I love to be in Harrisburg. Harrisburg's like a little second little home. It's a place where you can just lay low and chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta,
Mhm.
but yeah, yeah. So again, you have some people here. Brady McQueen said good evening. We appreciate you too. Another one, she's going to be starting a nonprofit too pretty soon. She's actually doing hers around dialysis
Oh
patients
wow.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
different. Yeah, she's going to be starting one real. It's really deep because you don't find many organizations out here or organizations that we may know of that will support causes like that. People with kidney transplants and things like that.
Mhm.
Sometimes you got to be on a long list and stuff. So it's like you got to really, it's really, really things people want to do, and it takes a lot of.
It
Even though
does.
nonprofits are free, it takes a lot of money too for it to get up and running. Through
Yeah, it
grants
does.
or donations and things like that, which
Mhm.
is a good thing. So we appreciate you, Brandy, even tuning in there. Um, so so now I know it was a couple little things. I think it was like the You had a couple little banners here. Well, not banners, but the journey healing. Tell us about
Yes,
healing.
the
What is this?
journey to healing. So a lot of times people don't really, I'll say reentry programs from my research don't focus on the mental health piece. It's all right, we gotta give you workforce development so you can get a job.
Okay.
You got to tap into that brain first, because
Yeah.
you're taken away from society, some people longer than others, and you have to reacclimate yourself and just figure out a lot of things. Like when I talk about my husband, he doesn't tell me the things that go on in there. However, you hear stuff about things, and I'm like, there is a population of people who have seen things that no one should ever see. So it's about providing, mental health resources for them. So what this class is going to do is kind of tap into the mental health piece and provide guidance, an outlook on it's okay to see a psychologist. It's okay to see a therapist. It's okay to work with a life coach to figure out things. So it's just a class, journey to healing, mental health, for you to kind of tap into some things that maybe you wouldn't have tapped into if you would not have attended this class. So it's kind of like your stepping stone to recognizing things that, again, you might not would recognize, and then moving the ball forward and to see how it goes so it can help you as well.
Gotcha. Okay. And then I know it's now you said that's supposed to be what,
That's
March 26th?
March 26th, 6:30 to 7:30. You can register on our website. All of our virtual programs are free as well, and it'll be about an hour. It may run over, an hour. But the host, she is amazing. She was my cheer sister in high school, so big ups
Oh
to her.
wow.
Yeah, she's currently in school to receive her doctorate. So she's doing big things. So I wanted
Nice,
to have her
nice.
to, that's my Virginia girl. I
Oh,
wanted
there
to
you
have
go.
her a part of the team because she's somebody that I trust, that I know that will actually get the vision and the mission across to anybody who registers and participates.
Gotcha. And that's amazing. That's amazing. We really appreciate that. Beautiful young lady on that flyer as well. And then you have here about you searching for a coordinator, correct?
I am. So I'm looking for a community reentry coordinator. Ideally, I would like this person to be in Harrisburg because they'll act as my right-hand man or woman. And they'll just kind of, they're passionate about what it is that we're doing. They'll be able to go out into the communities and network and speak about what we're doing, attend meetings, and assist with the programs that we're running. So mentorship, workforce development, resume building, and things like that too. So we are currently, this is a volunteer position, y'all. Again, we don't have no coins, so I can't pay you yet. But this is a volunteer position. I'm looking for maybe 10 hours a week and somebody that's just dedicated with our mission and vision.
That's great. We really appreciate it. So y'all support her. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, again, I know a lot of people always want to be in for money and stuff like that. But, like sometimes, like you said, some organizations, they start from scratch, but you never know, a year from now, 5 years from now,
Mm-hmm.
they'd be the biggest organization in the country. You know what I mean? So, again, we appreciate the work you're doing. So, I mean, we have here some comments. I say, Bayat, he said, we have to get deep and then paint together to bring our dreams to life, to save as many lives as we can, with and for the love of life. That's my boy, Bayat, man. Bayat, he keep pushing. My boy, he keep pushing, man, no matter what. Like, he don't stop, man. I don't care. Rain, hell, sleep, snow, he never giving up. The crazy thing is, that's my brother because I've seen him do 25 years straight. I know him, in camps we was in, and he never even gave up. Always seen him with a law library folder, always going to the law library fighting for his life. You know what I'm saying? And he went away as a kid as well. He went away as a baby. But he never gave up that fight. He kept pushing. And look at him now. He out here. He's a free man. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to
Yeah.
Big Yacht Manuel Thomas. Appreciate you, man. Yo, keep pushing, man. Keep pushing, man. He know. Yeah, so again, like I said, y'all earlier, sorry for the technical difficulties. There's a lot of freeze up, but I made it happen. I had to hit an audible real quick, but that almost never happens. But it's all good. Still, I believe it still was a great interview and everything. You know what I mean? So if there's any questions you want to throw out there to them, feel free as well. Like if you want to ask them anything, or if you're looking for any other assistance out there, Harrisburg or within the residing counties, that's a big thing as well. Because again, we have people from all types of communities that are looking at it, whether it be on the YouTube community, the LinkedIn, again, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, even on Instagram. So yeah, if you ever have anything, that'll be a plus. If you want to share.
So we do. I want to reach whoever I can reach. So if you have a loved one that's living in California and they don't have any resources, send them to me. We can do virtual stuff. Everything doesn't have to be face to face, and it's free. It's free. So I just want, if you're listening and you like what it is that we're doing, just spread the word about us. My door is open. I'm all for collaborating and networking with people. I'm all for doing speaking engagements. I'm all for promoting any events that you all may have as well. Just tap in with us. Like I'm a Southern Belle. So I put my professional voice on when I do these podcasts, but when I'm at home with my friends, this is what I sound like, y'all. So y'all tap in. And free resources from a certified professional. So that's Dr. Chief, y'all. So she's a doctor. And she's an assistant chief of police as well, y'all.
Oh, wow. We know to keep our act straight.
That's my sister. That's my sister. So she got a book coming out too called The Pivot. So you see her name, go to her Facebook page. She got a book coming out. Go and purchase the book. But she also has a business consulting business as well. So if you're a business owner, you need consulting, tap in with my sister, y'all. So we're just here to assist. Like I said, I'm a certified life coach. I can do life coaching. It's virtual. Help me to help y'all. Y'all help me. If you know any donors, any sponsors or anything like that, send them my way. Like we need something.
Absolutely. We really appreciate that. And we just want to know too, like, again, another thing I asked you a little bit earlier, that if you can give some encouraging words to somebody that's probably behind a jail cell right now, that may need just a little encouragement. You know what I'm saying? What type of things would you give to them? Like, what type of uplifting things would you say?
It's not over. It's not the end. We all make mistakes, and it's okay. Like, it's really okay. Don't be so hard on yourself, but also take accountability for the things that you have done. But I promise you, if you have the chance to be released from cell to society, and you make the best of it, and don't make your circumstances, be accountable for your circumstances, then you'll be fine. It's okay. You have people rooting for you. There are people out here that you don't even know that want you to win. And you got to want it for yourself, because a person can't want it more for you than you want for yourself. Want it for yourself. Don't want it for your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your kids. You got to want it for you. If you're not good to you, you can't be good to nobody else.
Wow, that's powerful. Another shout out to Miss Deanna Williams.
She on my board too.
She on the board. That's what's up. You got a lot of supporters here, y'all. This is teamwork. That's teamwork. That's where it starts. You know what I mean? You want to be with those people, that's not just going to ride in the car with you, but just going to push it when you run out of gas. You know what I mean? That's going to help you change your tire. You know what I mean? That's
So my sister reminded me of something now. So we have programs for families too. So this just not about reentrance. we have a program that will help family members of reentrants so they know how to navigate with their loved one that's coming back from prison. So it's a family affair.
Family affair. That's how I gotta go. And one more time, you can shout out the website again. Go ahead and let them know where to contact and where everything is at.
You can visit our website, www.dbfdn.org. You'll see our programming. You'll meet our team, some of the partners that we're affiliated with, and you can also donate to the cause as well.
Gotcha. And be on the lookout for that podcast. Like you said, that Sell to Society. We really appreciate that. Without further ado, y'all already know how we do it. It's Keenan Hudson, and I'm your host on the Reentry Connect podcast. Sell to Society with Miss Ebony Stover. We really appreciate you coming on. Again, everybody, sorry for the technical difficulties from earlier, but we worked it out. We back on the screen. Everything is good. We really appreciate it. Definitely looking forward to having you on here again. Definitely looking forward. Yeah, be on the lookout because our husband's going to be getting on here as well.
Yes.
He's going to be sharing his truth and things like that here. You got people, Mr. Shayla, Dr. Shayla. Hey,
Dr. Chief.
She got to put doctor on there. She got to put doctor. We got to get an accolade. You worked hard for that degree, so put that accolade on there. Or we won't just call you by your first name. Dr. Nelson. Say Dr. Nelson, however you want to be called. But we appreciate everything, y'all. So, again, we know it was a Sutton live tonight on a Tuesday. Usually we go Thursday evenings, but it's okay. I'm always willing to accommodate with people's scheduling, things like that. It's not a problem. So, without further ado, y'all, until next time, everybody have a good night. Peace be upon everybody, all right? Blessings.